Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we're going to talk about the Republican Party's Principal Skinner moment and how it's occurring in real time, and it is kind of funny. Of all people, the first real acknowledgement came from Kellyanne Conway. She was having a conversation, and she said, look, the Republican Party cannot wait for the young to turn old and the single to get married to find new voters, that's for sure. And what she's talking about is the trend of younger voters turning out in just increasing numbers and them trending hard towards the Democratic Party or even further left. And she makes some, real observations, talking about how the GOP's stance on family planning and climate change and guns, they're just not lining up with younger voters, and that they're going to lose them over these issues. I mean, yeah, that's pretty obvious. But the moment where you realize how out of touch Republican strategists have become is when she talks about what she thinks they're doing well at. Because it's that moment where you see her standing there and she becomes Principal Skinner and she's like, am I so out of touch? No, it's the children. She says, I think we've already won the policy arguments on the economy and on education. Yeah, I mean, that totally tracks as the Republican Party angered millions upon millions of people by denying relief for educational loans, where you have people constantly talking about how younger Americans cannot get the American dream because it's priced out of their reach, while the donors to the Republican Party see ever-increasing profits. They don't even understand how out of touch they are. More importantly, the statement about waiting for them to get older or the single to get married shows that they have bought into that line that people get older and become more conservative. That's not true. That's not what happens. When you are born, you immediately, you start getting values. You know, as soon as you can process information, you start forming opinions. And they are generally speaking, they are the opinions that are around you all the time. And society moves forward. It progresses over time. As you get older, you still have those values from when you were born, from your early childhood. And a lot of people don't evolve with society. They don't change with society. They didn't become more conservative. Society moved forward, and therefore they're more conservative in comparison to the more progressive standards of the day. Somebody who is incredibly progressive at 17 right now, in 30 years, if they keep the same values they have today, they will be conservative. People will not suddenly embrace bans on family planning and embrace authoritarian ideas about education or say that climate change isn't an issue if they believe it is when they're younger. They're not going to alter their position to fall in line with the Republican Party. That's not how it works. Again, they're demonstrating that they want to rule, not represent. The Republican Party should be a reflection of the people that vote for it. They shouldn't be trying to guide them to a more conservative position. This is one of the first public acknowledgments that I've seen from the Republican Party saying, yeah, we have messed up and we are out of touch. And I mean, our real voter base is aging out of voting. We have to do something. And the only option is to alter the policy platform. People aren't actually going to become more conservative. That's not what's going to occur. The Republican Party has to catch up. We've talked about it throughout the years on this channel. Conservatives get dragged kicking and screaming into the future. They dug their heels in for a number of years and did not move. And now they're paying the price for that. It will continue, and younger people will trend more and more towards the Democratic Party until the Republican Party changes its platform. The Republican Party has to become more progressive. There's no way around that. It's not that people get a ring on their finger and suddenly become more conservative. That doesn't happen. That is a belief born out of the idea that Republicans are rulers, not representatives, that you can force people to go back on their beliefs. It is against the ideas of representative democracy. It is against the ideas of the republic. This being this entrenched shows you how authoritarian the Republican Party has become. And that authoritarian nature is going to cost them with younger voters. Even when those younger voters turn 30 or 40, they're still not going to like the Republican Party unless the Republican Party changes its policy platforms. And just a free piece of political advice: the Republican Party has absolutely not connected with young people on the economy or on education. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.